Coming up on the Lakeside Loop, homecoming is in full swing. Construction class goes to a career fair in Janesville, and FFA goes to the World Dairy Expo. The Loop starts now. Welcome back to the Lakeside Loop. I'm Natalie Popp.
And I'm Kayla Bolt. This past week was homecoming at Lakeside, along with the football game on Friday and the dance on Saturday. The week was filled with fun activities where the different classes got to compete against each other. Bella Belton tells us about these fun-filled activities.
On Monday, we had dodgeball, which was a very intense match between the grades. Then on Tuesday, we had musical chairs, which was very chaotic in its own way. On Thursday, we had several different activities put together as an obstacle course. The first one was an air mattress race, where basically you had to jump and make the air mattress slide. And then after that, we had a hula hooping contest, which was like knockout, but with hula hoops, which was very intense once it got down. And then the last one was balloon popping, which was like a balloon race, but it consisted of like volleyball things, just popping them, teamwork, a lot of teamwork with that. And then on Friday, we had girls powder puff.
It's for the championship.
And then we had boys volleyball, which were both very loud, but school spirit.
What a fun way to bring the student body together. Now it's time to go check in with Gus.
He's Skylar, and he's Gus. It's in the classroom with Gus.
Welcome back. On Wednesday, Gus and I stopped by the classrooms at Lakeside only to find them empty. On Wednesday of homecoming week, students abandoned classrooms, pens, and desks for colored paper, markers, and scissors.
That's right. Their classrooms are empty, and they were swimming in glitter and glue like raccoons in a trash can.
Instead of education and essays, students were making banners for the hallways, posters for the doors and lockers, murals to cover the windows, photo booths, videos, and class dances.
Say, Skylar, let's go see some of that artwork.
All right, Gus. It's better than sitting in an empty classroom.
Let's go. You know, Skylar, back in my day, I was quite the artiste. Yep, in all 40 years of my high school experience, I won the homecoming decoration contest every time.
40 years?
Yep, they don't call me Glitter and Glue Guru Gus for nothing.
Honestly, Gus, who calls you that?
People do, Skylar. People. Let's go back in the classroom.
Wow, students sure demonstrate school spirit during homecoming week.
School spirit? Back in my day, school spirit meant cheering so loud at the football game that you lost your hearing and your voice until you graduated.
So nothing changed?
What'd you say?
This has been In the Classroom
with Gus.
Last Thursday, the construction class got the opportunity to go to the J.P. Collins Construction Trades Career Fair in Janesville, giving them the chance to explore future career options. Emily Dorhorst gives us an insight into this event.
Our construction class went to the Construction Trades Fair in Janesville,
And when we got there, they first took our picture, and then we kind of split up into 2 groups. And then we first started at the Milwaukee tent and the DeWalt tent, and we just kind of looked at the tools, and they kind of just showed us some of them, some of their new products. After that, we kind of just walked around and just kind of decided where we were going to go. As a whole group, we came back together and we got on this lift, and they just showed us how it operates and just the safety measures that they have to take. When we were done with that, we kind of split up again, and we went into this big tent where there was a bunch of different stations of different trade jobs, and they kind of give you a rundown of what they are, and then the pay and the schooling. After that, they actually had some products that you could try, new things that they've come out with. We also went to a station as a group, the whole group. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the game where you hammer the nail in, and then we all took turns, and whoever got it first. And then we watched the cement being poured and what they do for that. That was pretty much it. And then we went to lunch, and then we watched some more demonstrations. And then there was a raffle, and we actually got something in the raffle, and then we went back. I want to be an electrician. It's also one of the highest paying trades there is, and there's not a lot of women who do it. And if you join the union, they will pay for your schooling. While you're in school, you get paid, and then you get on the job, on the workforce, right away. And I want to be able to do it right away and get experience. Well, my parents are in the trades, and they've always kind of pushed me to do that. And I'm not really into school. I don't like school that much, so I kind of don't think college is a route for me. So to find something that I can do just right out of school is what I was looking for. And I actually learned a lot about the trade that I want to go into and the schooling that you need for it. And then I was like, you know what, that's what I'm going to do.
What a great opportunity to start looking at potential paths to take after high school.
Along with the fun homecoming activities, students got to participate in dress-up days picked out by the student council and get points towards their class to win homecoming. Jack Caminata tells us more about these fun dress-up days.
So on Monday for dress-up days, everyone dressed up as Adam Sandler, and we were supposed to wear baggy pants and stuff like that. You've probably seen Happy Gilmore. So that's what we did on Monday. Okay, and then on Tuesday, we had different dress-up days for each class. The freshmen were dressed up as a ranch dressing, and the sophomores were Western, the juniors were 1,000 Islands, and the seniors were Caesar salad. A similar thing happened on Wednesday. We had orange for the freshmen, white sophomores, green for juniors, and blue for seniors. And then on Thursday, people dressed up as different dates in time, different years. So 20s for freshmen, 50s, 70s, and 80s. Friday, everyone dressed up as warrior gear from Lakeside.
Looks like a lot of fun. Now, over to sports.
Welcome to the fastest news in sports. I'm Samantha Lunger.
And I'm Caitlin Starkenberg, filling in for Sam Garcia. Let's kick it off with soccer, where the boys battled 2 teams this week. First, they played Sugar River in a key Capital Conference showdown. Despite strong midfield play and 6 saves from the goalie Brady Wolfram, the Warriors fell 2-0. However, they bounced back in their second game this week with a 2-2 draw against Platteville. Goals came from Isaiah Chowdhury and Jeremiah Kester and tied the score.
Over to the volleyball court. It was a tough night against Waupun as the Warriors dropped their latest matchup, 3-0. Anna Yeager with 11 kills, Brianna Daly with 9 kills, and Juliet Baki with 9 kills led the attack with strong performances and plenty of energy.
In cross country, Lakeside lit up the Nightfall Classic at Tuscumbia Golf Course. The boys' team placed second out of 8, and the girls' team came in third. Top finishers included Owen Jensen in 12th, Grant Schmid in 13th for the boys, and Iris Ingebrigtsen in 15th for the girls.
Friday was the Warrior homecoming football game. Logan Strom connected with Tyler Schold for a 66-yard touchdown and ran for another while Will Bodie led the defense with 9 tackles. However, the Warriors lost their homecoming battle to the Vikings 52-19.
And finally, on the golf course, sophomore Bella Roman is headed to sectionals after finishing third at regionals with a score of 90. Blessings at sectionals, Bella.
And that's time.
Friday night before the football game, students in fall sports, bands, and other homecoming groups showed what our school had to offer in the parade. Lots of families from Lakeside and Lake Mills alike came to watch the different groups make their way down Main Street.
Last week, FFA was able to attend the World Dairy Expo in Madison. At this event, they were able to experience the largest dairy-focused expo, along with the chance to learn many new things. Stella Schmacher gives us an insight into this unique experience.
Even winning a class at World Dairy Expo is like bigger than I could ever ask for, because it's such deep water and it's the greatest show in the world. And then they're like, there was the Supreme Champion Cal, the junior show is, and at this point, like, my head just kind of went blank, and they announced it as the Holstein, and right away, I jump up out of my seat, I start crying, my whole family's crying. It was just such a great moment, and to be surrounded with all my friends and family was the greatest part. Really, at the end of the day, we really show to honor my grandpa, who was really passionate about it, who got my mom into it, and us as a family into it. So I'll forever be grateful for this year's expo, because it'll definitely never happen again. It's just such a relieving feeling, knowing all the work that went into it.
Sounds like you guys had a good time. Now it's time for Federation Flyby.
Welcome back to Federation Flyby. This week we have a story from St. Paul's Lake Mills. 8th grader Tenley Schold has been showing rabbits at the fair since this past summer. Tenley also brought her rabbit to the Early Childhood Center to show the 3- and 4-year-olds. She has been working with Penelope, her rabbit, since last December. The competition is a 40-foot long course consisting of 8 jumps. They are scored on the number of faults and then on speed. Faults are when the rabbit knocks down the rails or if the handler touches the rabbit. Tenley has already shown Penelope at the Jefferson County Fair and the Wisconsin State Fair. She says it's a great opportunity to hang out with friends, learn about new animals, and meet new people. Congrats, Tenley, and thanks for sharing your story.
Wednesday of homecoming week, a few students were able to participate in the talent show and showcase their God-given talents. The talent show is always a staple of homecoming week, with students, faculty, and family all enjoying the things the students have to offer. Malachi Fredenberg tells us what it's like performing in this exciting show.
At the end of the day on Wednesday, we had the school talent show. So I think it was 12 groups got to go up in front of the entire school and show off their different talents. A lot of people sang. I think most people sang. There was one girl who did a dance. There were a couple of groups that went out. I personally played guitar for somebody who sang. There was another person who organized a band and got that together to go out and play. Haley and I did Josiah Queen's song, Promised Land. It's a song that we both got to know at our Bible camp that we go to, Camp Rise. I think what really got me started playing guitar was I was at that church camp that I mentioned earlier, and there's one of the counselors who always, every night around the campfire, plays some worship songs. I always thought that was really cool. I always wished I was able to do that. And so around this time last year, I picked up guitar, I started playing. I taught myself and just kind of went from there. There wasn't really much preparation that we did. That was the first song I ever learned how to play on guitar, so that song kind of comes naturally. For the audition, we ran through it a couple times before the audition and then recorded it, sent it to Mr. Dorn. And then before the show, we ran through it once in a classroom that we could find, and then just kind of went out on stage and did it. Before I performed, it was a little nerve-wracking. My heart was pounding a little bit, kind of reminded me when I did chapel, getting ready to talk to everybody and look at everybody. Once I got out there and started playing, it was fine. I'd say definitely do the talent show. If you have a talent that you want to put out there, definitely do the talent show. Don't let nerves stop you. I think my first 3 years, I let nerves stop me. Once you're up there, the nerves kind of go away. Beforehand, it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but if nerves are what's holding you back, don't let that hold you back.
Great job to all the students that participated in the talent show.
Now you're in the loop. I'm Kayla Bolt.
And I'm Natalie Pop. Thanks for watching, and God bless.